Hey guys, what's going on? Pig Bennis, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing awesome. We're here on planet Rocktropia in Hell. This is actually the newer part. And let me just pull up my mini-map here, and I will show you where we are right now. We're in the top left teleporter right there. And there's a few bugs, especially with the areas. You can see the Hell areas are all kind of skewed up and moved around and mashed and stuff. And so the Hell circle, the outer circle of Hell goes in obviously a big circle around the Hell mines. I don't know if you could actually fly into the mines at this time. I still think they're pretty much still encased in our single areas. But the outer ring here, you could fly pretty much all around, and there's other little areas and nooks and crannies that you could fly into. That I found pretty cool. For the sake of this video, and for any new miners that want to try out this, you might just want to wait another month or so. New areas are notorious for just dropping list and ore, and I haven't seen any mobs yet, so it doesn't look like there's too much to hunt. But I mean, if you need list or ore, this would be a place to do it. You probably don't want to do it though, but it is so cool to check out. And I'm glad, and the main reason why I'm doing this is I'm glad that they put in the extra time and effort to put in all these little items, all these trees, and there's tombstones and catacombs, and you can see there's like some sort of all wall or aquifer system, it almost looks like, or broken down Colosseum walls, or you know. So just take that back. Drag that back down. So yeah, we're just gonna fly around. We're not gonna drop anything. Just to give you a quick look, if you guys haven't yet seen this, this has been out for a month. This was part of their December 9th patch, I think it was. So it's definitely, it has been out. You just might not have seen it, so I figure I would feature it. I know Never Die was pretty excited about this, and as soon as I stepped foot in it, I was pretty excited to see it too. Just really, it's just such a great thing. About, I don't want to say a year ago, probably about 6 months ago, we weren't sure if, you know, Rocktropia would last pretty much. They were shutting down servers, and they were condensing the planet and everything, and you know, the Zombie Kong, he did the Rotten Banana event, which I don't think too many people were sure what it was all about, and it eventually led up to Zombie Kong, which I think was a real turnaround for the planet, because Zombie Kong drops a lot of cool items and has had a lot of large loots. So yeah. So also with that patch in the December 9th release, Never Die lowered the tax for Hell, and that's really important to remember, because it's only about 2.5% in each Hell mine. So if you're interested, if you never mined Hell, now would be a great time to do it, because there's not a whole heck of a lot of taxes. Let's just stop here and take a look, take a peeky around. So yeah, 2.5% to mine Hell, heck yeah. So that's kind of about that. Teleporter down here. Let's just check out some other areas. Some of these are really cool, and my original plan for this video was to kind of do a comparison with the Lord of the Rings Moria, which I've said in a couple of videos, and I kind of criticize Arcadia Underground pretty strictly, I guess you could say, because they didn't take the time to put in a lot of these, you know, minute details that just makes it really pop. Details such as, you know, the skull rocks and the buildings built into the mountains over there. You know, the ruins on the gate there, and of course like a ghost like that. And even though graphically it could be done better, for sure, I think it's still in there, and it still looks pretty decent. It still looks pretty good. You'll see some dead men or skeletons hanging from trees. Every once in a while you'll turn a corner, there'll be a skeleton laying there, or there'll be a skeleton in a cage. So they really did take details into perspective and made it pop. Now, it's not in every area. it's kind of the same. Like the whole theme is pretty much the same, other than the area that we're in now. There's actually grass, and it looks like there's a few live trees here as well. But there's some areas, obviously there's just long stretches of kind of just rock and mountain. But you know, I'm sure that they're gonna build on that. Let's spawn my VTOL here. And I'm sure they'll try to improve on that. So look at all these ghosts flying out of the forest down there. It's going to be interesting to see what he actually does with all this, if he does decide to put in mobs, and how he does it, and what type of mobs too. Are they going to be the same hell mobs, or is he going to go bring in something else? I would like him to, I mean, it would be interesting to see for him to bring in something else, create a new mob. Although I guess the Legionnaires would work pretty well here, the skeletons. So, speaking of which, let's just land here and take a walk through the little catacomb area, because I thought it was really cool. And you kind of miss the detail in the atmosphere when you're flying around here. So it's just better to kind of run through a little bit. Yeah, I like that. It's just so cool. And this is the kind of stuff that I wish that Arcadia would have popped in there underground, and not necessarily, it doesn't have to be catacombs or anything, you know, death related. Obviously Hell has some grotesque and horror themes in it, and I think Never Die and his team nailed it pretty well. But I think Arcadia could have done a lot more detail with the Arcadian Underground. But so going back to, I was going to compare this to Moria and just pop in a couple videos from Lord of the Rings, and I decided not to, because it really wasn't fair to compare the two. But what you just really need to know, Moria is just an enormous part of Lord of the Rings Online. It's gigantic. And the developers put a ton of time into it. It was a massive expansion. There's a couple dozen instances, probably maybe even more, and just the amount of detail that they put into it was phenomenal. Obviously that's a AAA title, and it was a subscription base game for a while. What am I doing here? Stuck in these trees. And obviously Rocktropia, you know, small development team, and MindArc, small development team compared to these AAA titles. And you know, and MindArc and I don't want to really say Rocktropia, MindArc really does push out the updates. So I just didn't think it would be fair to really sit there and compare the two. That basis alone, one being a AAA title and has a ton of funding behind it. For what this is, I thought it was phenomenal. It's just a really great job. Let's check this teleporter out. What else? What else was released in that patch? King Kong map fragments found on Zombie Kong are being analyzed and close to breakthrough and understanding the nature of this map. So I guess Zombie Kong was dropping map pieces of some sorts. And there are pet buffs available. So that's kind of neat that they're still working on the pet system as well. Yeah, here we are. So, as you can see, pretty much the same stuff. But it has just enough flavor to make it stand out for me. So, if you guys like this, if you guys have checked it out, let me know in the comments below. I thought it was pretty good. By the way, you could jump off the balcony there and you could kill yourself. I don't think you could do that before, but you can now. I just want to show you this one room. I'm going to see if I can spawn this here first, just because I might fly over the lava later. There we go. Let's go to the I don't even know what to call this. I guess it's like more of an access to hell. the instances and whatnot. So I thought this was a cool little room. I have not seen this before, and maybe because I've never really checked out the hell instances, but I thought they were someplace else. But this looks to be the entrance to the hell instances now, or some of them anyway. I could be completely wrong, guys, but I just never seen this before. It's kind of funny what you see once you stop mining and take a look around. Offender for the first time, your hell key 5 will be removed from your inventory upon arrival. Okay, so maybe it's hell number 5. Interesting little area. There are mobs down there on the floor. So anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching and sticking with me. Probably do another hell run or two towards the other week rather. We'll see what else pops up. And if you guys like this, please rate a thumbs up. If you haven't yet done so, please subscribe. Do a lot of Entropia videos here on this channel, and try to do a couple other videos just to mix and mash it up. And yeah, second floor. We'll see you in the next video.